Welcome to a Marth Machine special issue, The Battle of the Gimps. This was inspired by a thread on the Privateer Press forums. The general idea was that other people construct a list for you which has no synergy and that always gets in its own way without defeating itself outright. So me and my big mouth went to state that Carlo would win such a tournament, as we had no significant synergy to begin with. Not having a tourney at hand, I went with a simple battle report against another GIMP list when I was presented with the Zerkova list. It will be going up against the most rugged Darius list ever in the old King of the Hill scenario from Prime Remix. The report won't be as detailed though, as the game was played a long time ago. Still, enjoy. Okay, so Darius won the starting role and starts by putting down Captain Dominic E. Darius, together with the Lancer, a Sentinel and the Squire. Besides that, he had a min unit of Field Mechanics, a min unit of Storm Guard, Captain Arlen Strangeways, Captain Maxwell Finn, Major Catherine Lattimore, a Trencher Master Gunner and a Gun Mage Captain Adept. I went to face it with Codon Commander Alexandra Zerkova, controlling Drago and a Berserker. I also had a min unit of Winter Guard Infantry, a unit of Doom Reavers, a min unit of Battle Mechanics, a max unit of Corsite Woodsman, a Codon Lord, Lady Ayana and Master Holt, Saxon Auric and Reinhold the Gobber Speculator. He went first. Everything ran or moved up, and Darius put Fortify on the Sentinel. His half-jacks claimed the hill, and I was certain about what he intended to do, turn them into mines. Reinhold used his spyglass to measure the exact distance of the Doom Reavers. I had the Doom Reavers charge the half-jacks, but only 3 made it into 2-inch range, and 2 of them failed to hit the small robots. The others ran and spread out. Saxon Auric gave Pathfinder to the Winter Guard, which ran. Drago and the Berserker ran. Zerkova moved behind the building, fired up Watcher, and Ghost stoned the Twister at the Storm Guard. The Codon Lord and Battle Mechanics moved up. Ayana and Holt stealthed. In his turn there is some moving around, and what happens next is that Doom Reavers get shot, leaving only 2 remaining. That wasn't bothering me in the least. I was confident that even one of them could sufficiently wreck stuff. The 2 remaining half-jacks became mines. Maxwell Finn dug himself in. The 2 remaining Doom Reavers charged the goblins from the Field Mechanics and the Storm Guard. Set defense saved the Storm Guard from being butchered, but the goblins were not so lucky. The Winter Guard moved up, as did the rest of my forces. I forgot about Reinhold and the Cossites though. As we agreed to check for control points, steamroller style, I score a point as I outnumber him in terms of models on the hill. Round 3, his turn, and Darius hands out some focus. He puts down a half-jack. Strangeways puts evasive action on the Lancer, which charges into the Berserker for some damage, and Catherine Lattimore moves and shoots at Drago, damaging him some and frying a Battle Mechanic with the Electroleap. The Gun Mage Captain Adept Snipe shoots him. Maxwell Finn Thresher charges the Winter Guard and kills only 1. The advancing Gun Mages gun down 3 more with combined attacks. The Storm Guard converged on the Doom Reaver, killing him. I score a 2nd point. Time for a turn of badass win. I upkeep Watcher. The Cossites come in, aim and kill the Gun Mage Captain Adept as well as they unhorse Lattimore. Outstanding dice rolls all around. Ayadna and Holt move up and stealth themselves. The Winter Guard fails against Finn. Saxon Auric charges a Long Gunner, gutting him. The Codon Lord advances and frostbites 3 Long Gunners. Reinhold moves and gives Lady Z a lucky charm. She then moves up the hill, casts Freezing Grip at the Storm Guard and Force Blast on the Berserker. Then she fires a shot at the now unengaged Lancer and feeds. Afterwards the Berserker charges the Lancer, giving it a heavy beating, but missing on the headbutt. The last Doom Reaver keeps it real and walks right into the Storm Guard and acts like the metaphorical elephant in the porcelain shop, killing them all. Drago shuffles about. I score another control point. His 4th round. The mine next to the Doom Reaver blows up, taking him with it. Darius gives out focus, even though I count him by my Watt 4, besides upkeeping, and he pops another half-jack. The Lancer moves, triggering 'Trigger Ring Watcher, having the Zerker move as well, and pokes him seriously. Finn finishes the last Winter Guard. Lattimore pokes Drago. As we are tied, no one scores a point. I figured that I'll go for it and try an assassination. The Berserker gets loaded with focus. Ayana tries to harm Darius and fails, stupid elf. And Holt kills the field mechanic leader. Drago decides to take the freeze track from Lattimore and jumps on the sentinel for some beating. The Cossacks move and drop Lattimore with their fire. The mechanics move up to the Berserker for some last minute fixing before the Kodolot goes around the side and Frostbite, Strangeways and the Lancer. Saxon Auric finishes another long gunner. Reinhold does his lucky charm thing. Zerkova goes next, casts Force Blast on the Berserker, Icy Grip on Darius and fires at Darius, missing. The Berserker heads off through the gap. Due to his misfortune, however, the freeze strike from the Lancer cripples an arm. He wails on Darius, spending all focus, but the caster still stands, and that stupid Cortex thing does not blow up as I hoped it would. At the very least, I score my 4th control point. 5th and final round, one way or the other. He blows up the other mine, killing Holt in the halfjack. Darius pops another halfjack and gives focus to the Lancer. Strangeways sprays the battle mechanics, killing them and hurting Ayana too. Finn charges Auric but doesn't take him out. The Lancer is launched at Lady Z, triggers Watcher and Drago moves in to have a word with him. The hit cripples the Lance arm. Phew, so the Lancer's attacks do not kill Zerkova. And in a last ditch effort the damaged sentinel moves and tries his luck. But that is with Lady Z, and she lives to score the 5th and final control point. Zerkova wins the Battle of the Gimps. In hindsight, during this game I grew to like some of the things that I had to use. For example, seeing the cooperation between Lady Z and Berserkers as they don't eat up her focus, and you wouldn't want them to unless it helps you win. And the Cossack Woodsman, even though I'd never take a max unit, minimum only. I never tried Doom Reavers before, but I'm starting to see their potential and I will have to get some sooner or later. More later. It's a whole unit of one-man wrecking crews. I really like Carter in Mark II and I feel that this game supports my opinion in that Carter would be best suited to win a tourney of the Gimps. But that'll hopefully never happen. And until the next report, farewell.